Hello, everybody. Happy lunchtime. This is your afternoon show right here from our Harmon Studios, broadcasting live to the world. It's the HotSpot. I'm Jason Salas, and here's what's on the show today.
The menu, brought to you by King's Restaurant, always open, always local, and Ruby Tuesday Guam, home of the Fresh Garden Bar.
We're going to tell you what you need to know from Homeland Security about residents being warned of phone scams. Also, Eric and Carrie Rudd, who have been with the Salvation Army of Guam, have been reassigned. We're going to miss them, but we're going to talk to them about their time here on island and wish them a proper island adios. Also, we're going to show you another amazing piece of Guam real estate with properties in the tropics, so stay tuned for that. But as I indicated right off the top, Homeland Security and Civil Defense, along with the Mariana Regional Fusion Center, are reminding island residents like you and I to stay vigilant of potential scams through phone calls and messages. Here is what you need to know.
It's something both the young and old can fall victim to, having their personal information and bank accounts compromised through scams in the form of unknown calls and messages. Guam Homeland Security Office of Civil Defense Public Information Officer Jenna Blas encourages island residents to stay alert and aware of potential scams, as their office has continuously received these reports.
In order to recognize and avoid some of these scams, the first one would be to spot those imposters. Sometimes scammers can pose as a government official or even a family member or a charity. So it's important to not send out any money or give out personal information in response to those unexpected requests. Also recognize that local numbers can be spoofed. Sometimes scammers are able to use technology to fake caller ID information. So it might not come from an international area code. It may also come from a local number.
Other tips include avoiding wiring money through services like Western Union or MoneyGram, as it's almost impossible to get your money back. Other safe practices include doing online research on a company or product and never pay in advance for things like debt relief, credit, and loan offers. Before providing money or personal information over the phone, speaking to someone trustworthy can help assess the situation.
It's really about creating that awareness within your family. You can do that by talking about it with your family members, with the elderly that are in your family, making sure that they're aware that if they don't recognize the number or the message, don't click any links that are associated with it, and just help them vet through those messages if you can.
Any suspicious scam calls or messages should be reported to the Mariana Regional Fusion Center at 671-475-0400 or via email at mrfc@ghs.guam.gov.
An FDA medical panel in other news has recommended both Moderna and Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccines for young children. These are kids whose age are currently in the only group in the United States that remains ineligible to get vaccinated. Natalie Brown reports from outside FDA headquarters in Maryland.
Infants and young children are a step closer to getting vaccinated against COVID-19 after an FDA panel voted to authorize shots from both Moderna and Pfizer.
It's a population that has been much less affected than the older populations, particularly the oldest population, but one nonetheless has also been affected.
The CDC says more than 440 children ages 4 and under have died from COVID during the pandemic, and hospitalizations among that age group have risen during the Omicron surge.
We have to be careful that we don't become numb to the number of pediatric deaths because of the overwhelming number of older deaths here.
Pfizer says its 3-shot series is 80% effective in preventing symptomatic infections in young children.
A third dose is necessary to provide high protection against Omicron.
2 doses of Moderna appeared strong enough to prevent severe infections, but only 40 to 50% effective at preventing mild infections. The drug maker has added a booster to its study.
You can call it a primary series, you can call it a booster dose. I think all of us agree that these children are going to need a third dose.
Moderna's vaccine for this age group is a quarter of its adult dosage. Pfizer's is just 1/10. The FDA says both were well tolerated and side effects minor. The CDC still has to weigh in. If the vaccines get the final approval, they would likely become available early next week. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Silver Spring, Maryland.
All right, well, because it is Thursday, you know what that means. We are showing you another amazing island piece of real estate for properties in the tropics. And this week, we take you down to the very rolling hills of Santa Rita Sumai for an amazing view and an amazing home.
Properties in the Tropics is presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Half a day, I'm Deanna Palmer.
And I'm Nadia Manglonia.
Welcome to another episode of Properties in the Tropics.
Quaint, quiet, and cool not only describes the beautiful tropical village of Santa Rita, but also fittingly portrays this lovely 2,450 square foot, 2-story, 3-bedroom, 3-bath home situated on a hilltop community above the famous Cross Island Road. The second-floor living area shares a large patio balcony for relaxation and entertainment, and each bedroom has a balcony. The bonus is waking up every morning to the surrounding majestic mountain and ocean views, and the cool tropical breezes, and enjoying the beautiful sunsets before going to sleep at night.
Other amenities included community swimming pool, stainless appliances, inside laundry room, backup generator, 2-car garage, extra storage space, and central air conditioning for added comfort, all in an insulated design to save power.
The proximity to Naval Base Guam is just minutes up the road, where several commands call Guam their home. Hiking and bicycle trails, waterfall sites, beaches, and community stores and services are conveniently nearby.
This property is military housing approved. All this comfort and privacy can be yours for $4,410 per month.
If you are looking to rent, invest, buy, or sell, give us a call. We earn our success by working hard for you. Outstanding agents,
Outstanding results. I'm Nadia Manglonia.
and I'm Deanna Palmer with RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Join us weekly for another episode of Properties in the Tropics.
Properties in the Tropics is presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
All right, everybody, before we head into a break, we are looking for your dad photos to be included in our KUAM News Father's Day tribute. Remember, it's coming up, so we got to celebrate our most special guys. Get them in no later than midnight by emailing the one and only victorious@KUAM.com. You can also post on social media. Make sure to tag us, #MyGuamDad, and we will include your celebration of your very special gentleman. All right, coming up on the HotSpot, stay right there, everybody, because we are going to chat with two friends of mine, Captains Eric and Carrie Rudd of the Salvation Army Guam chapter. They are leaving us, so we're going to spend some of our time talking about their favorite memories of Guam, so please stay tuned for that.
Got a question about your finances? You've come to the right place. Bring all your accounts together, even those that aren't with us, and see the big picture, right down to the smallest detail. Unlock powerful tools like Insights and Money Map that help you save time and take control of your finances. When you connect accounts with the First Hawaiian Bank mobile app, it all starts with yes.
Northern Marianas, rise up to the challenge! June 17th through June 25th, the Northern Marianas will be hosting the NM Pacific Mini Games 2022. Athletics, badminton, baseball, beach volleyball, golf, tennis, triathlon, ba'a, and weightlifting. Visit northernmarianas2022.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks to the Tensu Lin Foundation, Joe Tendai Foundation, T Galleria, Docomo Pacific, ITNE, NMC, Elan Group, Marpac, Fish Guy Scuba Charter, Atkins Kroll, Glorified City Limit, McDonald's, Mobile, Triple J, NM Tech, and Bank of Guam.
Properties in the Tropics is your weekly roundup of the hottest properties on Guam. Every Thursday, get a virtual walkthrough of homes, apartments, townhomes, and land available for lease, rent, or sale with a breakdown of the most important info, including cost, features, and of course, location details. Watch it on KUAM News Hotspot at noon on streaming and TV8 or catch the encore at 5 p.m. on TV 11. You can also check out each installment on Instagram too. Properties in the Tropics is presented by Remax Diamond Realty. We're celebrating the class of 2022 on KUAM Digital and KUAM News Weekend Edition beginning in June. Send your graduate's senior photo along with their name and school and brief description of future plans to head of the class at KUAM.com. Their photos will be shared on our social media platforms as well as KUAM News Weekend Edition. Open to middle school, high school, and college graduates. Congratulations, class of 2022, presented by the University of Guam. KUAM News, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club.
All right, Hotspot continues right here. I have been both waiting and admittedly dreading this next interview for several weeks now because Eric and Carrie Rudd are very, very dear to all of us here at KUAM. They have been instrumental in assisting those in need in our island community. And when we got word that they were being reassigned, of course, they are the commanders of the Salvation Army Guam chapter. We want to make sure we brought them on, talk about some Guam memories, and say thank you, a very well-deserved thank you to both Eric and Carrie. They're joining us right now. Carrie and Eric, I guess I should sit left to right on your TV screen.
Carrick, I thought we came up with that earlier. You did Carrick.
Carrick, that's right, yeah.
That's right, yeah.
It's like Brangelina. So we've got Carrick.
So much like that.
Yeah. Okay, now before we get into whole, what I'm sure is going to be a very emotional interview, certainly for me and everything, I've been saying, you guys never got to enjoy a proper island Christmas, our island parties, the food, Liberation Day is coming up. Unfortunately, you're going to be reassigned before that. So we wanted to do something, all of us here at the KUAM Care Force, to actually give you a proper island meal. Because, as I'm sure, you guys are proper Guamanians right now. We break bread together. We never had a chance to do that. So several of my colleagues were hiding. They're going to come into frame in just a minute, everybody watching on YouTube and Facebook. So here from the KUAM Care Force, our very own Christine Mesa. Here's Tin.
Yummy.
Okay, so and Tin has actually prepared. Dave Delgado, of course, our sports director. Victorious Falan, who basically does everything under the sun for us, and Marie Calvo-Manja, obviously our chief executive officer.
Here, I'll just put it right there.
I know you guys are mic'd up, but.
And so what we have here.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Oh, you guys are so sweet.
Thank you.
Told you guys I wasn't gonna cry. Okay,
oh my gosh.
But okay, and now as I'm sure you know,
empanadas in Kelligwin.
Empanadas in Kelligwin, and we have some mango here. So we're gonna do this interview in a way that I've never done before.
Okay, all right. Cool. So you want
we are literally going to eat while we're doing this interview.
Right.
So this is broadcast history in the making right here. So, there you go, Captain Carrie.
Thank you.
And
ooh, the mango.
So while we partake and while we break bread together for the first time, I should add.
Absolutely.
Oh, this Kelligwin's hot, by the way. Really, really good. You guys came to Guam at such a unique time, but also I would know because I've interviewed you so many times over the past couple of years, a very opportune time. Yeah. A time that Guam was really, really in need, and I can't think of any two people who were more better suited to take on the role and the responsibility that you both did. So talk about that first week coming to Guam and looking at the mission ahead of you with so much work, and we had no idea what the world was going to be day one to day two.
Absolutely not. When we first got here, I recall being it was actually in Benson's. And, it's getting you?
The mango.
I know, it's yummy. I've never tasted mango like that.
Oh, there you go.
It's really cool.
Yeah, Eric's breaking a sweat. That is pickled, yeah.
Okay. So we were in Benson's, and I was asking for something, and the store clerk said, "Oh, let me show you." And I'm like, "I'm from California. I'm not used to somebody just going, it's over there on aisle 15." But he walked me there, helped me find it, and then made sure I was cool and on my way to the register. I've never experienced like that anything. So that was my introduction to Guam. I was like, and I went home and I told Eric, this place is different.
It is.
Like, people are super helpful, and they're really concerned that you actually are okay and you get what you need.
The way we give directions is quite unique too. They're like, oh,
oh my gosh,
Uncle Pete's house, just turn it like and three rights after the coconut tree, and then next to the dog. And
you'll see 3 boony dogs there, and then
I just had that experience actually with a company that was coming out to the quarters, and so I gave her the address, and she called me back. She's like, you're going to have to tell me how to get to your house. And so thankfully I remembered the mobile station. I remembered the convenience store, take a right here, go. And so like I'm learning how to do it Guamanian style.
It's all by visual reference. Yeah.
And for Captain Eric, for those people that don't know your backstory, I mean, I've had the pleasure of telling it many, many times, but you know, you each started out before you met each other, before you came to serve the Lord in your current capacity.
Yeah.
Former graphic artist, former banker.
Yep.
Both discovered the ministry that you have now undertaken and everything. So when you first came to the island, you know, at this time of uncertainty and, you know, leaving your family behind and, you know, like so much, but taking on so much, you know, what were your first impressions of Guam?
I think leaving the big city of Seattle, where you are just a face.
Emerald City.
The Emerald City.
It is.
But you know what, there's so many folks there, and people don't stop to take time to invest with each other. And leaving my daughter, she was 22, 21 at the time, was a big deal. And having people come around us here, just be supportive, understanding. I mean, 6,000 miles away from your family, and people come along here and become a family and help us to close that gap, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I know you're eyeing this.
I was
chicken coat, but so-
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool. You guys are married. You guys can share a fork. It's
Yeah,
totally
we
cool.
can, totally.
We used to do that out here in Guam in the 7th grade, but you can't do that anymore because, you know, if I even attempted to share a fork with someone, oh, let's cancel Jason on Twitter.
Yeah,
He wanted
wow.
my fork. Wah.
It's so smoky and
But
good.
one of the things that kind of really changed our experience, I mean, we've been at this for 12 years, and when we did Christmas kettles,
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
The
we've
generosity.
never experienced a kettle campaign, where it was absolutely 100% volunteerism. It's never been like that. And we didn't even have to go out and find people. People were calling us, and they would show up and they would have little dances and bells, and sometimes they'd have instruments. I mean, it was just overwhelming. I was telling my friends back at home, you have no idea.
Because you have to hire people, and when you hire people, oftentimes they're not the people that are the most presentable, right? And so a lot of your money that you'd like to put into your program goes to pay for these other things. The fact that every dollar that we earned right directly into our program because of the volunteers on Guam, the people coming alongside, like Carrie said, with their families and making it a family event every year. That blessed my heart more than the money that went in the bucket, because it's just that community sense that you don't get other places. This is a very special island.
Now, Captain Carey, talk about the positive mental attitude that both of you have always had. I have never known either of you to not have a smile on your face. And you know, you've seen so much.
There's some days.
Well, we've never seen it, but you know, behind closed doors perhaps, and certainly. Obviously, your faith in the boss upstairs gets you through. But also, you know, being able to have so many people, like the volunteers and like people that come to the thrift store, and you know, the various events that we at the KUAM Care Force have been privileged to be able to do with you and everything. People take their cue from you. So what does that mean towards having a positive mental attitude, and then what does that say about your leadership?
We
These
come from a place,
are good, by the way.
I know. We come from a place of just being grateful.
Yeah.
I mean, everything we have because we've turned our lives over to Jesus Christ. And so even the turbulence, even the struggles, all of that is to make us better human beings.
Refine us
you
a little
know,
bit better.
It's to refine us just a little
And
bit
I have to
more.
say, your KUAM family
man.
has really represented that island, that sense of
Guamanian
community. I mean,
spirit.
that is what I take away. You talk about lead, you guys lead from the front.
Well, thank you.
And
I mean, we got the easy part. I mean,
no, you don't talk it. You don't talk about it. You could sit at your desk and read and talk about it, but you guys actually get out there and you sweat, and you're invested and involved in your community. You're not just talk. You're real people. So.
And there's some of that video that we have right now. It's
fun.
so many memories of you guys coming up here to the Harmon Studios, we meeting you out on the field and just saying, you know, what can we do? We're not just going to, you know, record this and document and chronicle, you know, this moment in Guam history and everything. We want an active part in making sure that we're taking care of our neighbors, because that is the concept of Inafamaulik, taking care of our neighbors, which, you know, you guys have absolutely embodied. Oh, I hit it. Oh.
So you got
hit the hot pepper there.
It gotcha.
Boonie pepper.
Yeah. I told you I was going to cry. I didn't think it was because of the doni, though.
We have to say that really we've learned from being in Guam. There's like a collaborative spirit of pride and love and loyalty towards our home, this island, and it's so prevalent, and I've yet to experience it anywhere else, truly.
The fact that people are concerned about their neighbor.
Yeah.
That to me blesses my heart.
And on all levels. I mean, there's poverty here. And those are the folks that we actually serve. Those are the folks that we're here for. That's what we do. One day we were dropping off one of our ladies, and she lives in poverty, but yet she went and got half of her rice to bring it over to another lady that was in need. So there's a spirit here on Guam where it doesn't matter what you have or what you don't have. I'm going to share what I do, because that's just who we are. And that's
the bounty
new.
of giving.
Yeah, it really is.
And I got to say, like, Carrie, if you don't mind, your own background in finance and financial management, you actually intimated to me live on the link several months ago, as you said, we're expanding our thrift store. And was it now, Captain Eric, 3,000 square feet? No,
it
much
went
more
from
than that. 10,000
to 10,000, yeah.
10,000 square feet. But you, Carrie, said, I'm not going to beat around the bush with this. We have a lot more space, but our money situation is really, really tight now. We need help. And I think that was very honest. Yeah. That's something that not a lot of nonprofit organizations would be as upfront about. But I mean, it made a difference.
Good. That thrift store is doing phenomenal, and I just have to say thank you, because whatever revenue comes from that we make from that store goes right back into the community.
Your book section is phenomenal, by the way.
Doris does a great job. Her husband Carol goes back in and gets it all organized.
Yeah, you guys go there for the keychains. Stay for the clothes, stay for the books and the magazines.
I'm actually.
You get this old edition of Tiger Beat magazine with like Alyssa Milano from like 1988, and like
Leif Garrett or something.
Leif Garrett,
yeah, there you go.
That's Marie's favorite person, Leif Garrett.
But you can get a box of books and load them up.
She got the vapors.
$5. So I mean, it's good, and it's recycling. So you're helping our Guam community, and you're helping our Guam community by the money.
What are some of your favorite places of Guam? Because your ministry, your work, your mission, your evangelism has taken you all over the island, from all the way up the highest points up in Jigo, maybe even up on the military base, I don't know, but all the way down to Humatic and everything. You've seen a lot, you've touched a lot of lives. What are some of your favorite places on the island that you'll remember?
Okay, so there's a really, what is it called?
About First Beach?
No, I'm talking about the Shave Ice place.
Oh,
over by Santa Barbara and Dededo.
Mount Lam Lam.
Oh, the best shave ice, and we spent time in Hawaii. I mean, it is smooth. That is the best shave ice I've ever tasted.
Sunday, or at least through.
They were through the pandemic, and so
those are friends of ours. So shout out to the Mount Lam Lam.
Really,
good shave ice.
Santa Barbara, so good.
Really good.
They do it with love, and it's
and they make it really soft. And
and
it doesn't melt in 30 seconds and comes out all the bottom.
And it's really good. I have the privilege, because a lot of our kids don't have transportation. So we go down to pick up for Sunday school and for church. And I get the privilege of driving down south. And I had 2 routes, and the first one they showed me the inside route, but then I found the outside route that goes right by First Beach. And so it doesn't matter what kind of morning I'm having, I go down there and I get to see this, and I go to Telefofo Bay and see if anybody's out paddling out and surfing, But taking the kids around to the pools, the Inarahan pools.
That was so fun.
That to me, I think, I don't know, that was some really cool stuff.
As soon as you see that concrete diving board, you know you've arrived.
Yeah. We didn't have the guts to do it.
But we did invest in the full face mask snorkels here.
Okay.
The best snorkeling. That's what we just tell our friends. This is the best snorkeling on the globe. I mean, I don't know that I'm ever going to be able to step back into the ocean in California.
Well, we have to go to this.
I've been ruined.
I would go to Santa Barbara.
The water's a little bit colder out there too.
A lot colder. Holy cow. And I've been so babied here.
I know.
You get in and it's like, oh.
Well, even when we were in Hawaii, we were like, well, this isn't Guam.
This isn't Guam.
And like our friends were like, what do you mean? I'm like, gotta come to Guam. It's like 81 degrees.
That mango's calling you. You were calling the Telegram before that mango's calling you, if you don't mind. Okay. So everybody wants to know right now, I'm looking at some comments on YouTube, where are you guys headed next?
We are stationed in Santa Barbara, California.
Okay.
So Santa Barbara, Goleta area. And so
that's right near like they got that boardwalk out there, right?
They do have a really nice pier.
Okay.
It's a nice
You'll still be near the beach.
Yeah. No. It won't be the same kind of beach, but it's not going to be. It's not going to be Guam waters. That's usually what I put on my posts.
Well, they have the boardwalk. We on Guam like to do the cha-cha to under the boardwalk.
There you go.
What I like here is that you can just drive right off the road. You can't do that anywhere else.
No.
Just park on the beach or park down where you want to go.
Yeah, we did that several times with the kids.
Really
it was fun.
You feel like you're getting away with something because you can't do that.
Okay, now you are both people of great faith. We know this and everything. and obviously we were joking during the commercial break. Vanity is something that the good book says you shouldn't do that often. But I must ask you, like a moment's honesty. Do either of you have any idea, any inkling of the number of lives on this little island community, 30 miles long by 7 miles wide, the people that you have touched, the people that you have inspired, not just the people in unfortunate situations, but people like myself, learning about selfless service, learning about commitment, and about what it really means to come into some place where you have no idea about, where the earth ends because we're on an island, and and where First Beach is, and and to be able to have such a positive impact and leave such a legacy and everything. Do you?
No.
Your legacy.
You're embarrassing me.
I don't know how to respond to that.
Your legacy is going to stand a test of time. I can guarantee you that.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I just feel blessed that we've been able to partner with folks like you. The fact that, and I get to brag to my other friends, because all my friends.
Are you crying or is that the mango?
Maybe a little bit of both. But my friends, I share with them back in the mainland. People are so tentative and tenuous about all sensitive items, and yet you allowed me to pray on air.
Right.
That's
it's
a cool
never
thing.
been done.
The fact that we get, as an island, we have differences, but yet we all have commonality, and we can work towards those goals. And that's one of the beautiful things I'm going to take away from here.
Well, tell you what. Okay. All my colleagues are in the back. Can I get the members of the KUAM Care Force, at least a few of you, to come back out, because we really want to say a proper goodbye. Okay, I know Marie, Tintin. Okay, like real quick. We just want to call them out if they can come up on set. They're coming here.
That was spicy and good. It's so smoky and good.
Yeah, it is.
It's really
so thanks again for this. So we did again. We wanted to share a meal with you. Give you guys some authentic Chamorro cuisine.
Thank you.
Come on up, guys. Real quick.
Hi, thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. You guys have been such a blessing. You have no idea.
And now,
we appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys can just park in the front.
I'm trying to figure out what that
Okay, so Marie's here again.
Everybody
Come on up, Joe. Okay. Now, if you don't mind, Captain Air, and I appreciate how you said you left a blessing.
Yeah.
If I would you favor us with a prayer in, and this isn't going to be the last time you and I talk and everything like that, but for a lot of the people of the community that you've now nobly served for the last 2 years and change and everything, this is probably going to be the last time they see you. So if you would maybe just ask for the Lord's blessings as we say goodbye to you.
Absolutely.
With so much appreciation for what you and Captain Carey have been able to do.
Let's bow our heads. Dear Lord God, we're blessed and highly favored, and we thank you, Lord, for sharing your love through this beautiful community of Guam. Thank you for just blessing our hearts here. Lord, the many lives and people that we've seen and touched. We've encountered your love in a new way. We have a new facet and understanding of what it means to love, as we've learned from our friends here on Guam. As they continue on here, striving and just trying to come together as a community. As we're coming out of COVID, Lord, we pray that things get back to normal, that the hotels fill up, and that we get back to business, and that we move forward. We thank you for sustaining us, Lord. We thank you for community, and we thank you for just loving us. I do pray for this crew. I thank you for them and for their impact on my life and on all those, the families that they've touched through the ministries and the toys and things that they've collected, Lord. I pray that you just continue to thrive and work through these people. I pray this all in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Okay. Thank you so much. We love you both dearly.
Thank you.
You are never going to be forgotten. We're going to make sure of that. We're going to do our jobs as journalists to make sure that the work that you both and all the people behind you too stands a test of time. All right, everybody, let's bring it in.
Now we do this.
I feel like a superhero.
There you go.
And as
What's our cheer? What's our chat?
What is our chat?
Guam is good.
Guam.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Everybody ready? Okay. You guys can do it out there on YouTube. At 1, 2, 3. Guam is good. All ready? 1, 2, 3.
Guam is good.
That's how you say goodbye to some of your friends. We're never saying to Jos, as a former KUAM colleague said, it's not a Jos, it's Estelle.
Until we say again, huh?
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Thank you guys.
God bless you guys.
So much. Okay. Please stay tuned. HotSpot will return right after this. Thank you.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
challenge. June 17th through June 25th, the Northern Marianas will be hosting the NM Pacific Mini Games 2022. Athletics, badminton, baseball, beach volleyball, golf, tennis, triathlon, ba'a, and weightlifting. Visit northernmarianas2022.com and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Thanks to the Tensulin Foundation, Joe Tendada Foundation, T Galleria, Docomo Pacific, IT&E, NMC, Elan Group, Marpac, Fish Guy Scuba Charter, Atkins Kroll, Glorified City Limit, McDonald's, Mobile, Triple J, NM Tech, and Bank of Guam.
Say hello to the First Hawaiian Bank mobile app. Want a better look at your spending? With Money Map, you can automatically create budgets and manage where your money is going. Know when you have a green light, or when it's time to slow down. Maybe cook more meals at home this week. Set your goals, track your progress, and find your way to exactly where you want to be with Money Map from the First Hawaiian Bank mobile app. It all starts with yes.
And the next pick in the 2022 NBA draft is Johnny Davis. Let me tell you about Johnny Davis. This kid is special with a capital S. He's an incredible shooting guard.
The Toasted Cheddar Chalupa is back, only at Taco Bell.
Properties in the Tropics is your weekly roundup of the hottest properties on Guam. Every Thursday, get a virtual walkthrough of homes, apartments, townhomes, and land available for lease, rent, or sale with a breakdown of the most important info, including cost, features, and of course, location details. Watch it on KUAM News Hotspot at noon on streaming and TV8 or catch the encore at 5 p.m. on TV11. You can also check out each installment on Instagram too. Properties in the Tropics is presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Subscribe to our KUAM News Digest, our weekly email newsletter with all kinds of information straight to your inbox. Just subscribe and we'll make sure to keep you informed and entertained with news from the KUAM News team, what to watch on NBC and CBS, and the latest promotions from KUAM Communications. Go to KUAM.com, click on the newsletter tab at the top of the homepage, register, and you're all set. Brought to you by Uno Go, Guam On Demand.
Eric and I have counted it pure joy to serve here on Guam. It has been a beautiful experience. Not only are the people beautiful, the island is beautiful. This entire experience has really brought us so much closer to Christ, and we thank you for that. It's because of who you are and who you are as a collective spirit. There's a collaborative way about this island that I've never experienced. Eric and I talk about it at home. It's just a beautiful, beautiful thing, and we are so thankful that we got to spend the last 2 years here. We are forever changed. God bless you. Thank you.
That's how you end the show, and that's how you say goodbye to, like, some of your friends. You said it better than I ever could, predominantly because I had a mouthful of
yeah, right.
All right. Thanks for watching The Hotspot, everybody. Please have a joyous and blessed rest of your lunch hour. We'll see you tonight at 6 for primetime. For Joan, Marie, Captain Eric, Captain Carrie, all of us here at KUAM, we hope you enjoyed watching the show as much as we did bringing it to you. Take care. We'll see you tonight. Bye-bye.